As probably all of you already know, the new King Canon 1DX Mark III is finally here. The replacement for the best flagship Canon 1DX Mark II is here, and I had the privilege to have it before it was officially released, so I can give you some hints how it was working and how satisfied what it is with this, and what are the biggest changes inside this camera. As you probably already know, it has inside around 20 megapixels, so I think you don't need to push this up. It's still, with 20 megapixels you are able to print billboard and everything else, and mainly this is camera for sport photographer, also for probably for newspaper or for reporters probably. But still, even though if you want to use this camera for campaigns, for big shootings, you are still able to do it, because I think 20 megapixels is more than enough. So let's talk about the ISO. So as you probably know, the ISO inside this camera is from 100 to 102,000. You also are able to expand it, so you are able to use the ISO from 50 to the maximum ISO of 820,000. It's extremely huge amount of ISO, and I can show you the picture later on. It's like the noise is everywhere, but if you want and if you need it, you have this huge amount of ISO inside this amazing body. So the second thing inside this one, instead of other features, the basic characters, it has 16 frames per second. Also, it has some kind of silent mode. Not sure if it's silent, but still doesn't matter. And now let's talk about the main changes inside this amazing body. The first one is that inside you can see you have two CF Express ports, so two new type of memory cards, so you have to buy a new one. The good thing about this one is, as long as it had writing speed about 1700 or something like that megabytes per second, you are able to record 4K in RAW. At least in this sample camera I have it, so probably the official papers will tell something different. I have the pre-production version, so there's also possibility they are going to change it a bit, but still, thanks to this, you are able to shoot and write your video in like really good quality. Okay, let's talk about something else, mainly for photographers, because I'm a photographer. Here you can see that finally they decided to use also the JPEG/HEIF file format. As you probably know, the JPEG is going to end, and the HEIF is going to be the new file format for image delivering or using images on internet and so on. So they already put it inside. I think it's quite a good step. Also, there is nice thing about, you can already have in here, you can add clarity, so directly to all your images you can add some software clarities. But this wasn't the main change. The main change comes about autofocus. As you can see, I have here like a huge amount of points to select. I didn't count them all because that's too much, and they didn't give me any kind of press release, so I'm not gonna count it. You can read it somewhere on the internet, but I'm going to show you something way more interesting, that's just the point numbers. So you can here you have the selection, so you can select from the group picture, and I have to tell you that from my experience during all my shootings, I don't know if it's real or just my feeling, this selection has something like face detection inside it. I was really surprised that it really catches the eye so quickly, and it didn't look just for the contrast and anything else. I think it had some kind of face detection inside those creeps when you have the selection, when you selected the selection for autofocusing. And also there is one new thing, like for me, like a really huge thing for all photographers. Here you can see that the IF on button is changed. It's a little bit flatter, it's changed, and it's look better. And this is why when you hit just the selecting point, let's select one point, so it will be easy. You just put your thumb over and slide. And this way you are able to move your selected point for autofocusing like way more faster than with joystick. So for me this is a huge change and game changer for the future. I have no idea what they are going to put inside the 1DX Mark IV in after 4 years probably, but for me this is one of the best camera on the market right now. Also there are a few changes inside, so let's see. Inside the menu, finally they put inside the connections, so you are able to connect your phone. Not me, because I have it like 1 month before it is released, so I'm not able to connect my phone or anything to this camera, but still finally you will be able to connect your mobile phone to your camera and you are able to transfer all those images. So it's like once again a huge improvement from Canon, and I really enjoy this one. And probably that's all you are able to do. Instead there is one more thing for cameramans. From now on you are able to switch in which card you are going to record what. So in one card you can have RAW files, and on the other card you are able to have MP4, or you can choose if you want to have MP4 or both or something like that. So this is huge improvement for all the cameramans, because right away you have your backup already inside. So this is the introducing of this brand new camera. I was really pleased to work with it, and also I'm going to show you a few images, but later on. So let me know about your thoughts about this camera. I was really surprised by it, and I really enjoy working with it. For those about 2 weeks I had this camera for testing, and I have to say, if I am going to switch, probably yes. I have my own 1DX Mark II, and I'm going to switch probably, because it's like huge improvement and it's look amazing. Instead I have to buy a new several cards because the CF Express, but still. So let's switch to the pictures, and let me show you what we captured with this camera on a climbing wall here in Bratislava in Slovakia. If you don't know where it is, just check Google Map. So as I promised, here are a few pictures from our shooting with this amazing brand new Canon 1DX Mark III. We took it with us for the climbing wall here in Bratislava, and I was testing the several conditions, the performance of this camera in the like worst condition there are able for a sport photographer. You need to use quite high ISO. I was shooting whole time at the lowest ISO of 5000. In the end I ended up with the ISO of 8000, and I also take a few samples with like really extremely high ISO, but it's just as a sample. The other thing is about the conditions, because the lighting inside this building is like really bad. They are mixing the light sources, and one is green and one is yellowish and one is purple, and then I have no idea what. And I want to see how are going the auto white balance inside the brand new 1DX Mark III is gonna to handle it, and also how are going to the autofocus system perform. Because in the climbing it's quite often that the climber is going to hide his face with his arm, and he's going to move like a little bit erratically, so you are not able to predict where he's going to go or how he's going to move across the hall. And also the other thing, I as a photographer need to hang out from the ceiling, also from from the climbing wall, so the possibilities to move are like really small. But still, let's go through the pictures, and here is the first one. I try to see how the automatic automatic selection of the focus points is gonna to work. And you can see on the first image that it's quite easily catch the eye. On the second, the same. And here on the third, the automatic auto decision decided to focus somewhere on her shoulder. So it's, but still, I had the sample model of this camera. When I switch to the selection point, just to select the small amount of those images where the autofocus system itself is going to decide which point he's going to use. Now you can see that it had no problem at all to just switching the point to have her face inside the frame. So I just probably, I had, as long as I had the sample model in the automatic selection from work, all points is just like something pre-production. But still, it works amazing. When I switched back to the normal using of the point on the big climbing wall, not on the boulder, I like really enjoy to work with the IF on button. As long as I already told you, when you just place your thumb over the iPhone button, you are able to like really fast switch all those focus points. And I just use it mainly when I didn't know which way are going to my athletes go, and that way I wasn't able to like to create the composition like really quickly. And for that reason, I like really enjoy to work with those IF on bottom and moving focus point with this button, because it was like really fast. So I'm just going to walk you through all those images. As you can see, I was shooting at ISO of 800, and you can see some noise, but it isn't that horrible. And here in the end, I can show you this is the noise at ISO of 100,000, so like the highest without the extension. And when you extend it to the 820,000, you will get something like this, like really noisy image, but still you are able to capture something. But I think for 100,000 it's quite fine. So let me know, what do you think about this camera? I hope you enjoyed this first review. Just remind you, I had the sample model of this camera, so I'm really looking forward to get my hands on the brand new camera that is for the selling, and I can test that one. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know in the comments about your opinion about this camera, and see you soon.